if you were just watching this live, here I am again live. The last one, for some reason, when I stopped it, I just made this whole workout, but it just kept going. It kept saying live on YouTube. So this is a remake. We're going over the bow kata, the beginner kata, or pumse pattern, whatever you want to call it. They're all the same name. It just means form or organized movements, choreography. With this bow or other martial arts long staff, grab your staff. We're going to start in the left hand, feet together, heels touch, toes touch, fingers straight on the right. Your hand on the left slides down your staff so it's right at your hip. Your right hand snaps the leg, comes straight up, and bends at the elbow 90 degrees. This is the bow. So all different martial arts weapons have different bows. This is the basic bow for this kata. For this particular form, comes up, in, and then you're gonna lift your left hand and the right hand is gonna slide in. That's gonna get you in this position. And every block, every strike, everything in this form, this kata, the hands are always gonna be like this. They're never gonna turn, they're never gonna change. They always start like this, they finish like this, and then at the end, you'll see I'll put it down this way, and then I'll lift it up. So I'll put it down this way, the way we started, but you can see it's behind my shoulder, and then I just lift it up. My hand position changes as I push down in the starting position. So and we'll go over that when we get to it again. But start with it in your left hand, feet together, heels touch, toes touch, fingers tight, stomach up and in, abs tight. Pull your chin back a little bit, shoulders back. From here, bring it in to here. You're gonna lift, grab, look first, step with the left foot into this long stance. The front knee's bent, back leg is straight, pushing into the ground and high block. From here, punch left, punch right, bring it into your chest, right foot steps out, look to the right, high block, punch right, punch left, bring the right foot in, step into the attack with your left foot. This is a back stance. Your right foot's going to the side, your left foot's going to the front. With your hands turning, left hand onto the right shoulder, block down, back around as you step through, right foot forward, same back stance, left foot to the side. You're making an L shape with your feet, right foot to the front, right hand on the left shoulder, block down, bringing it in, pivot on the balls of your feet, bring your left foot in, turn and step out with the left foot, straight down, punch left, punch right, bring your feet in, look this way, step, block down, punch right, punch left. The right foot comes in, step back with the left, turn all the way through. The left hand is down, step through, another back stance, block down. Turning, you're gonna continue that turn, but you're going into a horizontal strike, left foot forward, front stance, bring it around, stepping out with the right foot forward. That's the whole form, finish. Turn once on the left, once on the right, back on the left, that's 3 turns. Again, remember I said it was gonna go behind your shoulder, lift, change your hand positions, push down, and then finish with that intense bow. Now, as you learn this form, you can go slow at the beginning, but you're gonna have to turn up your intensity because the purpose is to increase the power of your strikes. So that if you do fight, you're not gonna fight in the front stance. You're not gonna do that. These stances, though, are gonna build strength and rooting ability. You're gonna get rooted to the ground. So when you do strike, you have so much more power. So make sure once you get the form down, you start to put more speed, power, but mostly turn this up. Focus, intense focus, energy, motivation, enthusiasm. You have to have the enthusiasm when you do the kata. Even if you don't like kata, even if you hate it, and you don't understand why you do it anyway. So start over. It's in the left hand. We're gonna do it once again from the front. My feet are together, fingers straight on the right hand. Snap it, bring it up, in, lift. The right hand slides in. It gives you this position. Look, step and push your back leg straight. Get that heel into the ground. Bend the front knee so you can't see the toes. This is a high block, hard. Punch left, punch right. Feet together, step out with the right. Bend the knee, back leg straight. High block, right, left. Bring that foot in, step forward into a low block. Back stance, and another back stance. Turn into the chest first, another front stance, bend the front knee, back leg straight, push, strike, strike. Whenever foot's forward, that side does that first strike. Left foot forward, left strike. Bring it in, step out with the right, pushing down, right foot's forward, right, left. Same blocks as before. 2, bend, step, bring it all the way around, striking, all the way around, striking. Bring it through one side, the other side, back to here, up, slide down. I love stomping this thing onto the ground. Stamp it on the ground, finish with some intensity, and again, some mental enthusiasm. Focus and energy put together makes enthusiasm. Now I'm going to show you from the side, but I want to say if you need to read like the words, what foot goes first, what second, I've written them down on my website. You can go there, the link's below. There's a page, I think it says something like curriculum guide for bow, and it'll say Kata, and just read it. If that helps you, that doesn't help me, but I transcribed it so that if it does help you, because we all learn in different ways. We either hear it and learn it, we do it and learn it, that's me, that's some of you. Some of you read it and learn it. Left hand, this is now the front. Just turn and facing this way, hold it from here up, make sure it's sharp, in, stomach up and in, lift that left hand, the right hand's here, step left, high block, left, right, in, high block, right, left, right foot in, left foot forward, low block, pivot, step through, low block, turn, hard low block, left, right, in, look, low block, right, left, in, left foot forward, back stance, block left, block right, turn, strike left, turn, strike right, finish 1, 2, 3, up and down. Let me show you just from another angle. This time I'm going to turn around so my back is facing you. So you can just see what my feet are doing. They're all simple, basic stances. And this is on purpose. I want it simple, basic, because when you fight, you use basic, simple moves, but you have to learn how to move extremely fast. Fighting is fast. And when you fight, you're not, most people aren't calm. Your energy, your nerves, everything, fear, it's a normal part. It's supposed to be there when you fight. But you have to learn how to channel and focus that. We say, calm down, don't slow down. So by doing these forms harder and faster over and over, it's gonna get your heart rate up. You can hear my breathing, sweating. My muscles are starting to really pop, and I can feel everything. I know I'm gonna be a little sore. That's what you want when you practice your kata or your pumse. If you do it any less than that, you're just wasting time. Doing it like this, and you've seen it, right? I've seen it. That does nothing. So make sure you turn the intensity up. You're welcome. This is kind of a remake. We just did this about 20 minutes ago, but it didn't take on YouTube for whatever reason. All right, left hand, snappy, comes up, lift, grab, look, high block, left, right, in, high block, right, left, in, left foot to the back, low block, step, low block, turn, hard low block, left, right, in, step right, low block, right, left, in, blocking down, and again, I started this form facing the opposite direction, so you're actually seeing the back of the form. Turn, strike, strike. This is like that knife strike. It's real simple and basic, but you have a stick in your hand, so you have more leverage, you have more distance, you have a big piece of wood to bring across this chin. Break it a little bit. Good. Yeah, let's get after it. All right, one more time. Facing the front. A little slow. From here, and you can go slow, but you can be intense. Here's what most people don't understand, whether it's this kind of kata or another kata, when the instructor is saying, speed up, they don't mean do the kata faster, you know, so that you're stepping 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, like that. What they mean is, and this is how you fight, every punch has got to come faster, every block. Think about like someone's trying to grab you, the force and speed you need to smash that off and then knock their teeth down their throat with the back fist, right? Boom, boom. But when people do that in the kata or the pumse or the form, they start moving their feet faster. And then all of a sudden they're running and everything's sloppy and not fully executed. So when I say speed up, I mean, every block, as hard, as fast as you can. Every strike. Those go fast. The stances, you still take your time. So you still have the same amount of time before between the form. And that's how you make it look good. If you ever go to a tournament or championship or whatever, you want to do a weapons kata, and you're a beginner, so you pick this one. If you do all the basics executed with speed, precision, and power, you get a much higher score than the guy who's just running through it, or the girl running through it fast. So again, left hand, feet together, toes touch, heels touch, fingers straight on the right side, stomach up and in, chin back, shoulders back and down. From here, up, intense. Make sure that's a nice sharp bow, lift, grab, and high block hard. Punch, punch. In, step right, high block, punch, punch. In, block down, turn, hard low block, left, right, in, step, hard low block, right, left, block down left, block down right, strike, strike, pull it 1, 2, 3 times, and then later, once you get really good, you're gonna come up with your, this is called a flourish when you spin. Later, you can come up with your own flourish, your own signature move. But until then, just do that one. Think about rowing a kayak in the ocean. The manatee comes up and bumps it. You get all excited. That happened. I'm here in Florida. It happened like a week ago. All right, so from here, 1, 2, lift, punch, 1, 2, in, 1, 2, step, down, turn, low block, 1, 2, in, step, low block, 1, 2, block down, strike, strike, 1, 2, and I'm walking towards you because I'm walking up, but I would stop it. Stop where you start, right? You want to finish in the same place you started. For most pumseis, most katas are like that. The last move is the same, but not all. You might run into some, especially as you get higher and higher, they don't finish where they started. One more time. Slowly. The right hand, fingers tight, thumb at the side. And I know I'm repeating myself, I'm saying it over and over and over again. But again, it's all intentional. I want you to learn super basic level, and then increase your power in your technique, increase the intensity in your brain, focus with a basic structure. And then once you get really good with that basic structure, then, yeah, and here's what I said earlier. A boxer, right? They're skipping rope. They do all these fancy things with their feet. I like to do that when I do my rope skipping. And what happens is their body gets conditioned, that's the word. They get conditioned for the fight. But when they go to the fight, they're not skipping rope in the ring. They gotta punch, they gotta move, they gotta, sidestep, they gotta bob, weave, jab, hook and jab, all that stuff. They spend time in the gym, they do push-ups and sit-ups. They do sit-ups and another guy slamming a medicine ball over and over again for conditioning. This, people say, why do you do kata? It's so boring. If you're doing it in a boring way, it's boring. It's your fault. Don't be boring. Turn up your, remember what I said, enthusiasm, intensity, and focus. Turn that up, you can't be bored. But most importantly, we're doing these stances. I'll go over the stances in a second. You're gripping the floor with your feet. You're learning how to ground yourself. You're getting strength in the bones, not just the bones, the tendons, the bone marrow changes inside. You're getting conditioned so that when you do fight, you're not going to use those stances, but you're going to use these strikes, and you're going to take a couple hits. You're going to keep going because you're conditioned with the kata. So the kata, if you ever get stuck thinking, why do we do kata? It's so boring. Yeah, there are many different ways. This is the way that we're doing in this first pumse, or first kata. This is the way you're going to do in the second kata. You're going to learn this style. This is more Japanese style. This is more Chinese, Korean style. Just different, but I want you to know all of them. This is more Indian style, the salambam. Right? You'll get that later on in the training. So they're all different ways. And then you can roll your hands. You can spin your hands. All those come in later katas too. I want you to know everything. I want you to be able to do everything. And then if there's something that I don't know, send it to me, and then we'll all learn it together. But that's the point. Your hands can be in any position, any strike, any position. For the most part, there's some things that don't work, but these are all the same. I find this is a little bit stronger. Ask me again. I missed that one. All right, one more time, just because I know I learn best when I do it over and over and over and over and over again. And that's how I teach my students. That's how I teach you how to get this form so fast, get it burned into your brain cells, your muscle cells, is we just keep doing it. We don't talk about it so much. And you'll want to slow me down and ask me specifically, what are you doing? How many degrees is this stance? How many inches of knee bend? What's the percentage of weight of the back leg and the front leg? And I'll just say, just keep going, keep going. Yes, Suburi, we'll do that. All right, feet together. On the first stance, this is stance number 1. It's just an attention stance, coming at attention. And some schools do attention like this, like the British military style, the duck feet. I don't. I do feet together. Probably because my instructors, even though they were Korean, and they're from way back in Korea, and they're all old now. One was Navy, the other was a Marine. So, Korean Marine. So we have that, that's probably why. That's our attention stance. So from here, up and in. First stance, together stance, feet together, toes touch, heels touch. You can check them by looking at them. And then lift, grab, second stance. This long front stance. The front knee bends enough that you can't see your toes. The back leg, the knee has to lock, right? You gotta lock that knee down, drive the heel into the floor, and then with all 7 points of your foot, and this is what 7 points of your foot mean. Think of this as a foot. You have your heel, that's 1. The side, that's 2. And then 5 toes, big toe, right? So you have all those 7 points of your foot, all pressing into the floor. You also have the ball of the foot, if you want to count that, we'll say 8. But at least 7, right? And you're gripping the floor by pushing your legs apart. You're trying to literally separate the floor with your feet. That's like if you've ever been in the horse riding stance in your class, and your instructor comes up, or maybe you're an instructor, and you're beating on people, and you're trying to push them over, and they're going around. You want to see if they're gripping the floor with their feet. A lot of people don't understand that. When your feet are on the floor in a stance, in a traditional karate, taekwondo, tangsudo type system, you're pushing your feet apart. Or you're trying to. You're not going to be able to because your weight's there, right? But that pushing activates all the muscles in your body, which keeps you from falling over when they come and they try to push on you and shove you. Most people don't understand that. But the front stance here, the front stance on each side, bend the front knee, lock the back leg. You got to feel it lock. Push your feet like you're trying to separate them. The back stance, you make an L shape with your feet. And here's a challenge a lot of people have with the back stance. When they make that L, that knee comes in. So it looks like this in their back stance. Make sure your knee's out. Keep your knee out. Hips down, push your feet apart, and push yourself back. It's a back stance, so you're going back. And I'll tell you, it'll say 25 to 30% here. The rest of it over here is 65, 75, or 70, 75%. Most of the weight's back. You're going away from the attack. You want to go down and ground into the ground. So those are the basic 3 stances. You just have 3. Feet together, attention stance, front stance, the front knee bends, back leg straight, pushing apart. In this position, more weight's coming forward than is going back. And then the third stance, that back stance, both knees bending. Make sure that back knee is pulled out and open. Go down and push back. Go away, that way. From here, most people get this really well, but they miss that. Make sure you have this and that. Make sure you have both or you don't really have a back stance. And that's a long back stance. There's a long back stance and a short back stance. The long front stance, short front stance. But don't worry too much about it. In this form, just get the basics. Left hand, one more time. Heels touch, toes touch, fingers straight, thumb at the side, shoulders up or back, stomach up and in, chin back. Breathe. Up, in, lift, grab, step, long front stance, high block, punch, punch, in, step, block, punch, punch, in, back stance. Oh, one more thing. On the back stance in this clearing block, don't stop it here. You didn't block anything. The attack's coming here, open it, go past here, but don't let that knee come in. 1, step through, 2, turn, low block, left, right, in, low block, right, left, stepping, block down, turn, in, turn, 3 times, up, feet together, stamp that thing on the ground, boom, and it's over. But increase your intensity. Every time you do it, a little more focused, a little more intense, over and over and over again. What else do you need to know? Let me know in the comment section. Thank you for watching this, especially if you watched it twice, but hopefully that's helpful.